Hi, I'm Dustin, creator of RapidRig, and in this tutorial I'll be going over a new feature in RapidRig Modular version 3, which is external attachments. So what this means is, previous rigs, if you were to rebuild them, you'd lose anything that you custom built that was connected to it or parented into the hierarchy. So what this does is allows you to attach something to your rig, and then if you ever have to rebuild it, it will store those connections and recreate them after the rig is rebuilt. So I'm going to create, say, for example, a sphere for this character to hold in his hand. I'll bring this up, put it in the hand, make it a little bit bigger. All right, so that's going to sit in the hand like that. And I could choose what I want to attach this to. So again, in this control settings, external attachments tab, I'll select, say, the switch control, because whether I'm an IK or FK, it'll always be there. So I can say load RM3 control, which will be whatever one I put in there. I can also copy and paste the name. Just make sure it's actually a control that exists. And then I'll select this object. If I have more than one, I could select more than one at a time. And I'll say attach objects to control. And so by default, what this will do is it will use a parent constraint and a scale constraint. If you'd prefer, you could do just normal parent. Or if you just want to do like a point constraint, you could do that instead. You'd have to dial off the orient constraint, or if you just want orient and no point, you need some kind of constraint if you're choosing constraint, and then scale is optional. So I'm just going to do parent constraint and scale constraint and redo that, attach. So now that's going to go wherever the hand goes. And then, so the idea with this is if I rebuild the rig, so let's go back to generate rig, rebuild rig, and I'll select my control here, and I'm going to turn off these ones. So I just keep my skinning, and I will go ahead and rebuild. Okay, so it's going to go in and save all that information, and then it's going to generate everything. So basically the rig gets deleted, then rebuilt every time you do a rig rebuild. And that's why previously you would lose any attachments or connections. So I'm going to let this run through. Almost there. Okay, rig is rebuilt. Now it's going to load in all the information that we wanted it to have. And now I select this, you can see that it's constrained. And if I go in and rotate it, it's attached to the hand again. So it's super useful. Just make sure that any attachments that you do, you use the control settings external attachments. If you do constraints or parenting of your own, it won't be tracked through the network. So just make sure that you use this tool to do that.